right hand corner, a blue Zerg player from Samsung Galaxy. It is Solar, questioning uThermal about his lack of GG. As the chat goes wild about the no GG at the same moment. In the upper left, uThermal, our red Terran player from AT Gaming, explaining his reasoning here. Solar says, okay, Solar's English is really impressive, guys. If you guys didn't know, he's really good at English, so props to him. If you watch his stream, he interacts quite a lot in English, which is always a good positive. So, we are in game number 2 here right now. And again, uThermal just going for the 12 racks, 12 gas. You know, lately we have seen a little bit of 11 racks, 11 gas. Not only does it get the Reaper across the map faster, but it also allows you to build a third Reaper. And it plays out really nicely. You can harass quite a lot with it. You can, you know, trade off against Queens even better. You know, in that last game, if uThermal had actually opened 3 Reapers, he probably would have killed that first Queen, because Solar took a lot of damage on it. And, you know, if you do that, though, you really have to keep the Reapers alive so you can pull back, and then your Reaper Hellion push is so strong. 3 Reapers and 6 Hellions do so much damage. It becomes really troublesome for the Zerg to start taking a third base. So we're not going to see that this game. He did go for 12 racks, 12 gas, and that means we are just going to see the Reapers coming out. 2 Reapers, most likely, into the reactor. As Solar takes his own gas as he sees Reaper expand. No surprises, just going to play this out safely. Doesn't want to risk going gasless, of course, especially if the aggression ramps on up. Hello, Hominidio, how are you doing? Sperm is good. And what else is going on? Is that a shower head right next to me? No, that is my wall light. For when I am writing on my desk, I can get a little bit of extra light on my desk with that. So, not that I do much work nowadays, but not at home at least. But that's the meaning of the shower head. Not much else going on in the chat. Just a bit of a discussion about Hellbats in ZVT, and yeah, Hellbats, you know, they are becoming more and more valid again in TVZ. We're seeing them a lot more. So, anyways, let's get back into this game. Let's move away from the chat. We've actually got this first Reaper starting to harass here. Trading off against Zergers. Oops, sorry guys. Really nice control by Solar, though. It's not a single kill on this Reaper just yet. As his Queen comes out, and uThermal has to back off. Very close there, but keeps the Reaper alive. Of course, he's played this game enough to know when to pull that Reaper back at the last moment, but nonetheless. So, we're going to get into this next game very soon. What am I talking about? We're in this next game. We're going to get into the action, though, very soon. The third command center is on the way again. Similar opening for uThermal. Nice macro-orientated. Pokes up to the ramp again. Going to start trading health with this Queen. And just doing that once again here. So, nice little bit of control and pulls that Reaper back. Nice preemptive pullback, and again gets that first Queen down to about half health. Same as that last game. Dish of Doom uThermal is from the Netherlands. What league is this? These guys are the best players around, basically. You know, they're pro players. So yeah. And again, Mutiling asking what league are these guys? These guys are GM. You know, these are pro players. Solar, he plays in Pro League. uThermal, he is a Grandmaster player, top 16 on EU. Oh, again, he's going to lose his Reapers, trying to pull away. But his second Reaper, I don't think it's going to make it away in time. No, it's going to be close. These Lings chase, but Hellions come out to save. So again, losing that first Reaper. You know, last game I didn't mind it so much, but this game, you know, he kind of just lost them in the middle of the map. There's really no need for them to be there. So, a little bit of a mistake. You know, it's not the end of the world, but it's not brilliant either. Very fast Bane nest from Solar. Which is interesting. He could go for something a little bit busty here. He's making a lot of Lings. He started up a second gas. No signs of Evo chambers. No sign of anything like that. And he's moving his Lings along this bottom side of the map. So he's going to go for a bit of a baiting bust. Use that third base as a macro hatchery and drone it up afterwards. This is going to be really interesting. We saw, again, I was just mentioning in between games, we saw uThermal hold something like this very impressively last time he played. Now the real importance is going to be keeping these Hellions alive. What Solo's going to try and do, of course, is to attack when these Hellions have moved out. Double engineering bay coming up at the front here as a single Zergling pops up, going to get attacked by these Marines, and they do go down, but he confirms that it's a full wall off, and there's them 10 Banons on the way. A lot more Lings starting up in production, being hidden in Solo's natural at this point. And well, a Reaper left at the gold expansion, but he comes over here. He sees no drones mine in his third base, and that's interesting. Now he should maybe start to think here something's kind of up. And look at this, all of these Lings on the other side of the map. These Hellions have absolutely no idea, and this bust is about to come in. uThermal, he sees it, but the bust is real right now as he immediately starts to evacuate, lifts his depots, has to sacrifice these workers on the low ground. The Hellions are coming back across the map. These he's not going to break through into the main base. Now he does. Another Baneling coming through. A lot of Zerglings remaining, more Banelings morphing in. These Hellions are on the way back. Can they clean this up, or is too much damage going to be done here? I get the feeling there might just be too much damage done as you know, these SCVs continue to run away. Solo's going to stream in more and more units. More Hellions on the way out here. The Baners get killed off, but the Hellions getting a little bit surrounded, but nice positioning on this ramp. Trades off very effectively, but more Baners coming up in the main base. Marines popping out as well here. uThermal is holding on for now, but more and more Baners coming in. More and more Zerglings coming in, and these Baners are going to be the real issue here as they start to come in towards the mineral line. Now good for these Hellions, but they don't really do too much, and there's still a lot of Lings. Is uThermal going to have enough? I don't think he is. I think he's just not going to have what it takes here. And the Baneling hits aren't really what we maybe thought they would be in that position. Another Hellion goes down. Solo is still building Zerglings. More Banelings coming in here once again as uThermal now transitions workers into his main.